that time.
I'm just sitting up here rocking, man. You know, I feel like it's Christmassy when I hear that. You know,
it is. It's the Christmassy.
You know, it's a deer in my front yard. Okay, you guys, welcome to HOtt PiXX, where we sit back and we try to do what we call the ratings of aspiring models in fashion, and they can be in print, fashion, doesn't matter, runway. And we vote 1 to 10, 10 being best, and if they're not a 10, we have to try to explain why we take off points for this. And as usual, they're all winners, and we can choose personally or commercially in the beginning, but at the end, we try to figure out which one we think has a better chance of making more cheese. Some of them already make their cheese. It's our role to pretend like we know what we're looking at. In the meantime, always understand 3 picks for the men, 3 picks for the women. Today, we start off with the ladies. And you know, the name Bria just means so much. And Bria Myles out of Los Angeles says,
"Come on, Bria.
What's this thing called an hourglass?"
Oh, man. As I say, baby got back, everybody. Take a look. Bria, LA, you need to come on the show with your fine self. Love that belly button. She looked like one of my exes.
Oh, there you go. You got a lot of exes. You got a lot of exes.
I do. And I ain't paying no alimony. No child support. Bria, I love it. The wide hips now. That's the way the brothers like it.
Right.
And the nice breastises. But I love the adornments on the belly button. Pretty eyes, pretty mouth, pretty nose. I like the hairdo.
Okay.
Doing it. So, she's hot to me, man. Even though the picture's not super right in the middle of the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing. 9.8.
Okay. All right. So I see what you're doing. You're actually 9.8. You're actually saying, you know what? Could have had a different backdrop.
Yeah, and it's not. She's not making a big time fashion statement either.
Right.
But even though I like all of that,
okay.
So still, she's just a natural beauty.
Got you. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and because I can find all these reasons that you agree with. Just saying, she's a little thicker. She is personally more attractive for obvious reasons. Commercially, yeah, there can be something in a different gateway of what we call fashion. I won't say anything. But I'll say this. She is attractive, better backdrop. Photography is okay, not bad. I'll give her a 9.25. Would have went a little bit higher, but I could have seen more. It seemed like they just stopped in the hallway and gave her a shot.
Well, that's what it really is.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
All right, the next, I hope I don't kill this name, but is that Paola Q, Austin, Texas, says.
Paola
says, I'm the new evolution of nerds in fashion. And,
Brazilian, huh?
Oh, man, now, if a nerd looked like that, Mario, would you date her?
Hell yeah. I like that gap. Look at that natural gap between those thighs.
I thought you was going to say between her eyes.
That too. Yeah, look at that. I like the mouth. I like the lips. I like the body. Look at that ass. She's hot. You got them thick in the booty this time.
Oh, yeah, well, hey.
Oh, this is the same thing. 9.8.
Now, read what's on her backdrop.
She says, geek me. I damn sure will, baby. Come on.
Wait a minute.
And a weird fashion statement again. I hate the earrings.
Hey, you know what?
But that's okay.
You can take them off.
And the glove, the glovettes, or whatever they are. Hey. But it made no difference. You a 9.8.
Hey, I'm going to say this right offhand. One of the best messages, bar none, that goes with the photography. And it has a role in it.
Is that a camel toe? Is that a camel toe?
Mario, first of all, if you're going to start talking about animal products, you got to explain to the people what that means. And remember, we got a young audience watching us. They don't know.
They're the ones who came up with the camel toe.
No, they did
That's
not.
one of their saying.
All right. Okay, I'll let you have that one. For a nerd, I love this.
A geek. There's a difference.
Well, okay, a geek. Let me give it the geek, all right? The geek, the whole idea that somebody comes with this, it's not supposed to conform to what the traditional requirements are. I think the whole attempt is it's supposed to be different. So the earrings, I go exactly what a geek would do. She gets a 10
that's
for
what
geek.
A nerd would do. See, nerd has a negative connotation.
No, it doesn't.
Geek is actually a positive term.
Nerd is a positive term.
Nerd is a negative term.
It's changing.
Well, that's why I tell the earrings are nerdy. How's that? But she has, love the wonderful camel toe.
Okay, let me go on and give her
butter thigh.
Let me go on and give it. I'm not going to give you a 10. I was close. I was close to giving you a 10. No, let me go on and take it back. I'll go like this. Got to see the 360 view. I'll give you a 9.5. But that's a great advertisement for Geek Me.
Yeah,
Geek Me. Man, I like that, man. I do. So far, we're not doing too bad. So you ready to roll to the next, Mario? Let's roll to the next, because it's always that time when you have to refine yourself. And Kendall Lake is out of Woodland Hills, California. She says, hurry up. I think I see a mountain lion. Now, Mario, if that was the case, would you rescue her?
Mountain lion. I'd fight that to the last drop of her blood.
You know what?
I love her more than I love myself.
You was going somewhere. You was going somewhere else. I know you. I could feel it.
You know, she's attractive. You know, so you know.
Well, be honest. Be honest.
It's a little more, you know, that the look. Okay, I like a little more natural. I think myself.
Well, how natural? She got no shoes on. She's holding her hair.
I think it's the makeup.
What's wrong with the makeup?
And the makeup and the hair. So for me, it's okay, but it doesn't move me anything like the last two.
Okay.
So this one, I'm gonna give her 8.5.
8.5. So it doesn't move you, which is
now
good.
The makeup, you know, the hair, it's a little more pop, unnatural in a sense with it. You know, so and she lose me a little bit with the hair and stuff.
Okay. I got you. No, good score. Good score.
Because I'm still 8.5. She's still a very attractive woman.
Right. And you know what? Here's the part that
Fashion's not doing anything for me.
Right. Yeah, I think they could have done, and this is my vote on it, I think they could have had a closer shot. I think they could have brought it closer to have a different impact. It seems like she's a little far away. And the idea that she has bare feet out there, look like she's about to thumb a ride. And I know you would probably consider picking her up if she was.
No. I have to see some ID. But you know what? But Vic, you know what? That's what I'm saying. Okay, the outfit is not saying much,
right?
To me, and you know what I think is more the vibe. You know, it's how you emote in these pictures.
Well, wait a minute.
Just the facial expression and what she's bringing, the vibe, the energy,
right?
That she's being directed to. That's to me is less.
We got to help
appealing than others.
We got to help the general public.
That's why I gave her 8.5.
He said emote. Now, if you guys want to go to your Webster's.
Well, see, I assume some of us didn't go to public education. So some of y'all, that's a common word. Now, other of you all coming from Compton.
Oh, you going to put the Compton?
Perhaps you've never heard emote.
Wait a minute. He put Compton.
Probably, some of y'all, so I'm just saying, there are places where it gets rougher than others.
Oh, God, let me stop.
You know,
all right.
Head Start is doing a wonderful job.
Emote. That's okay. Hey, Mac gave is shouting out with an 8, so I understand. Mac, you chime in and go ahead and chime in with your bad self. All right, so we're going to come back to the ladies and pick our number one. I think I know what Mario's number one is, but we got to go over to the other side because the ladies want to see something, and I always say bring colors. And Derek Cle is out of Greensboro, North Carolina. He says, coordinate your colors for real impact. And it looked like he put the blue and gray into this, and it seems like the backdrop is trying to complement that. Mario, what do you think?
You know what? At first glance, I think the backdrop gets in the way because it's hard for me to make out the dimensions a little bit, you know, like even with the blue here. Because at first, you have to really kind of focus down to separate him out from the backdrop clearly enough. So I think that's a little bit of a hindrance.
Right.
Because at first you think he's bigger than what he looks like here until you focus down on it a little bit.
Right.
And he looks a little smaller. So, but he's a tall guy.
Yeah.
Tall guy. And so, you know, got that NBA player look. Clean shaven, very clean, polished.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think there are folks who are going to like this.
Okay.
But I'm going to give, you know, but I still think the picture detracts a little bit from the way the general impression gives you. So I'm going to give it a 9.2.
9.2? Not bad, not bad. You know what? When I looked at it, the first thing that hit me was the striking colors. I have to admit, if you just take away that backdrop and you had a different backdrop, the colors that he coordinated, the gray and the blue, they work. They definitely work.
Yeah.
They work, man.
I do. It's just, again, you see how with the backdrop kind of to me
hit you
a little bit with that. I don't know, and I think it's a little too much.
Right.
But you know, I don't know.
Yeah. No, and I actually think that He could have done something with, water in the background. He could have done anything, and those colors still would
a little more contrast in color.
It would have stood out just as much. But I ain't hitting on the brother. Definitely got to look like he's a pro ball player, somebody who has already been accomplished in something. So he's pulling off the look, even though I don't know who he is personally. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Better backdrop, but other than that, I think he's cool. I'll give him a 9.25. Got to give up. Get a lot of brothers wearing the clothes. I'd wear them. All right, so here we go. Next up is Sterling. And Sterling Sulon is out of Los Angeles, California. He says, I believe in looking straight ahead, and I think what he's doing is keeping it straight ahead. Simple shot, Mario.
Simple shot, but it's way more appealing than the last one.
Yeah.
For some reason, maybe it's the color combinations, how they come at you, the red on top of the blue.
Yeah.
And then the brother has a good look. Plus, again, the vibe. And we talked about what I didn't like in the last female.
Right.
It's with the vibe she was bringing. Now, what is her face saying to you?
Right.
Is it beckoning you to get closer, to know her more? Or is it like a defensive face?
Right.
So this is obviously someone who comes off with a friendly vibe.
Got you.
Good looking brother.
Right.
Nice picture with the colors jumping out at you.
Right.
And with all of that, I think it's a better picture. I'm going to give him a 9.8.
Okay. No, it's a good shot. I think simple shots do work, and when you look at the brother, he's definitely going to hit you with the red. The red is working it. Probably could have had a different pose without the arms, but I think what they're looking at is the headshot. So they're going to say, hey, can he do print work? I say, yeah, man, dude can do print work, man. You can see him. I always use J.C. Penney or someone like that. And so you'll see cats like this who fit what they call that norm of being able to advertise clothes. So I think he hits it the way they would probably want it, simple and straight. So I'm going to turn around and I can't say he's perfect, but I'll say this. He's doing 9.5. Simple print, straight headshot, the whole thing. I think you can work it. Got to give it up. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. It's Alfonso James out of Plano, Texas. He says, "Big things come out of Texas," and I can tell you this brother is a big brother. I can say that for a fact. He's stooping low, Mario. Now, I don't know if he's on a bridge or he just has to duck.
You know what? I think it's one of those shots that kind of could have been to me.
Right.
I like the way they set it up, even though I don't think that the shot, based on the way he did his focus, takes advantage of the background.
Right.
Okay, because the way he's got his depth of focus there.
Yeah.
So then, okay, so first there's that. Second, the outfit that the guys wear, just so not special. It's cool, it's regular, but it's so not special, and especially the shirt. It's not that it's a bad shirt. It's just that it's so not special.
Right.
So between that, and I think it's a good-looking guy. He could have went without a shirt, without the shirt,
right,
and the jeans and focus the background. It would have still been better to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take off for the outfit. I'm going to take off for the photography in terms of how they work that background. Even though I think they picked a great spot, Vic.
Yeah.
They went through all that trouble to pick the spot, go down there, and then not bring it into the picture.
Right.
To me. So I had to take off for that. So I'm going to give him an 8.5.
Okay, 8.5, not bad. I would say, first of all, the brother, he is a big brother. I can tell you this much. I think he's like 6'4".